Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey, today we're going to look at Mind Thief from Chris Philpott. All right, what is Mind Thief? Mind Thief is a little game that you play with your spectator. It uses their imagination. You have the spectator steal a very expensive object or a very valuable object. Could be a Rolex watch, it could be a Prada necklace or Gucci shoes, $1 million. Could be a gold toe ring. It's a free choice. They can select whatever they want. They don't write anything down. They don't tell you, and there's no fishing for what they pick. You're then going to show them a report, like a colored business report type booklet, and you're going to flip through the pages one at a time, and the spectator is going to choose their own adventure, as it were, by selecting different routes for their escape with this expensive item. And once you get to the end of the book, you are able to tell them exactly which item they have selected. Sounds pretty cool? Let's get into this review. All right, so a couple questions we always ask about all of our magic reviews. The first of which is, what do you get? What do you get? You're gonna get a plastic Ziploc bag. You're gonna get the performance book that you need. It's printed more like a business report with a spiral bound binding that you'd get like maybe at a conference. It's not paper like you'd get out of a copy machine, okay? It's a lot thicker than that. And it's full color on both sides. It's non-tearable, it should last you a good long time. You're also gonna get a download link that'll take you out to the internet for the instructions and some other files. So the instruction video is roughly an hour, and you'll get a couple of PDFs as well that are both printable and different types of dialogue, different routines that you could say. Is it what I thought? No, it's not what I thought at all. I've done some other reviews for Chris Philpott in the past, and he's always kind of used the 100th monkey principle, and when you watch the trailer, you kind of think, oh, this is 100th monkey principle again, but it's not. He certainly has an element of 100th monkey in it, but that would really only be if you were performing this on stage. This trick actually will work close up as well. So Chris has designed this to work in close-up, parlor, and stage, and he's gonna give you tips and advice for performing in all those areas, so yes, he fooled me. What about inspectability? You know what, you hold the book the entire time. You never let the spectator take the book, but that doesn't really matter because you show the spectator every single page, and they get to stare at it close up for a good long time. They see its paper, right? And they see every page, so there's really nothing to inspect. They're not gonna say, give me that book at the end of it. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? Chris Philpott films this like all his other videos. He's seated at a kitchen table or a dining table in his kitchen. He's got flower curtains in the background. All his videos look the same. He's filming with a stationary camera, and occasionally he brings in his daughter to help him as a spectator. As far as what he's gonna teach you, he's gonna go through an unboxing of what the item looks like. He'll do a studio performance in his kitchen, and then he starts to talk about the secret and what it is. And yes, I said it looks like the 100th monkey principle, and it does kind of work that way. It could on stage, but like I said earlier, you can do this close up as well. He's gonna give you full scripting, and then at the end, he's gonna go over some additional tips. All right, so how much practice does this require? This does require practice. You won't be able to do this right out of the box unless you're a wizard at doing things at the same time. So there's a couple of things that you're gonna have to do, some somersaults. There's no sleights involved, okay? There's no sleights. There's nothing that you're practicing with your fingers, okay? This is all a mind trick. So the title is actually, Mind Thief. You are the mind thief in this game. And so there's a couple of things you're doing. Literally, there's two things you're doing at every single decision that the spectator makes. And you're doing those calculations in your head, okay? But it's not hard. As far as setup and reset, there's really nothing. You have the book, it closes back up. Anywhere you take the book with you, you could do this trick. Positives, all right, so what are the positives I can say about Mind Thief? This is a fleshed out routine for both close-up and stage. Chris Philpott does it again. Negatives, all right, so what are the negatives? Watching the instructions through the very first time, it was hard for me to follow the method. I don't always have the trick out while I watch videos. Sometimes I multitask and do two things at once. And it was really hard for me to figure out what it was. And I had to go back and watch it again and really focus, because my brain probably isn't mapped this way. And so I really had to dial in. It's not hard, it's not difficult. And so the other thing that some people have asked about is this trick restricted to English speaking people? Yes, you have to be able to read English. You have to be able to read English for your spectator. So, and I would just assume then at that point, if you're reading English, then you're probably speaking English. So yes, it is a speaking English, reading English only effect. The other thing is you kind of have to be more of a, I don't want to say veteran performer, but I think you need to be good with audience management and especially audience observation. A lot of this is you not just rambling off dialogue and just kind of occasionally looking around and looking at other spectators. This is really something that you are doing with this other person, and you really need to watch them and observe what they are doing at the same time. And again, this might not be negatives for you, but I'm just putting out all the obstacles before you buy. Is it worth your money? It's very inexpensive. It's 40 bucks. So $40 for an hour's teaching and a book that's going to last you forever, a book that would be great on stage, right? This is good for stage magicians and parlor magicians and close-up magicians. Well, close-up, as long as you want to carry an 8.5 by 11 laminated report around. I mean, yeah, I mean, you got to think about Pax Flat plays big, right? You got to think about pocket space and your own personal awareness. But yeah, all right, so that's everything I can say about Mind Thief from Chris Philpott. Of course, I want to thank Chris and Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And you can find it wherever quality Murphy's Magic products are sold. Thanks, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.